Welcome, dear soul. Today, I invite you into the potency of silence, allowing presence to communicate beyond what words can say, through resonance, through frequency, through beingness. So I invite you to take a nice deep breath and just to take this opportunity, this invitation to deeply relax, deeply rest from the doer into the beingness, into the receiving, into the allowing. Nothing to do here, just to be and allow and receive. Receive your inherent enoughness. Remember your inherent worthiness, just as you are, as a divine expression of Source, embodied, walking the earth, getting to have this human incarnate experience. And as you awaken, to open up and expand your consciousness to allow for more soul aligned resonance and coherence through harmonizing body, mind, and soul. And the next breath is all it takes as we bring our attention there, as we bring our consciousness to allow the good deep breath. Letting go with the sigh, feeling that sigh like a purr through your nervous system that sends the message that all is well. I am safe. It's safe to be here. It's safe to truly be. Day 23, align and shine 111 days, a soul initiation journey from awakening to remembrance of wholeness, holiness within, the sacredness and the sanctity of your own soul embodiment. Walking through the fire of transmutation, the alchemy, by leaning into the shadow, that which has not been expressed, that which has carried the visibility wounds, that which has been in hiding, which is now being invited to come forward, to be seen, to be heard, to be known, not necessarily so much by others, and of course that's part of the dance, but truly by yourself. By yourself. As you deepen into a greater level, allowing of soul embodied presence. Soften the defenses. Soften the resistance. The resistance to yourself, the resistance to what is, the resistance to life, the resistance to energy flow, consciously, unconsciously. without having to understand it, just to allow and let go, to surrender. Everything you think you need to know, everything you think you don't know, in order to feel safe. Claim, I am the safe energy in my energy field. I claim that I am the safe energy in my energy field, to relax and receive and allow what is waiting to be acknowledged, to be expressed, to be witnessed, to be loved, to be spoken, to be danced, to be cared for. This is inner self-mastery. Taking radical self-responsibility for one's energy, recognizing that it is our energy. And that everything is responding to our energy, through our consciousness and energy. That life truly is a dance of the reflective mirrors of consciousness and energy. Energy is frequency, vibrational frequency, densities, dimensions, states of beingness. Every thought, depending on the intention behind it, the energy behind it, carries a certain frequency. And the more feeling behind the intention, the more clarity of intent, the more potent that focus is. And we can perpetuate what has been, or we can let it go. We can allow ourselves to be reknown in a new way, to anchor the new earth frequencies through the new earth grids and timelines. So breathing into that invitation and exhaling out any hesitation, any doubt, any floundering, waiting, and just soften. Soften with compassion for the self. Soften with compassion for your humanity, your body, technology, whatever, wherever the impatience may be. Perhaps you want to see change quicker. Perhaps all the changes that are happening are too quick. So just letting all of that go, the need for it to be any different than it is, the need for you to be any different than you are. What if you could just allow yourself to be exactly as you are, exactly how you are? Claim it with me. I am okay, I am enough, exactly as I am, and exactly where I'm at. Every word you speak is resonating in a vibrational ripple, a vibrational reverberation through your cells, through your energy field. So whether anyone else is listening, you're listening. The cells of your body are listening. Your soul is listening. The earth is listening. Your subconscious is listening. The animals around you are listening to your energy. Animals are so amazing. They're responding to our energy all the time. That's why they're such good companions, because they truly are truth tellers as they respond to the energy, because they don't have an intellect. So they're just responding to the energy in that instinctual way, as a way of being, a way of moving in the world, a way of reflecting, especially if you have domestic animals. They're often soul buddies, and they're there to help us heal, to awaken, and to reflect back aspects of us that perhaps we haven't come aware of yet. They're bringing it up to help us become aware of those aspects that may have been denied, suppressed, repressed, abused even, but so deeply buried in the subconscious. The animals can also, and do often, take on our illnesses, our stresses, our cancers, to lighten the load of this awakening journey. The awakening journey that asks for reconciliation. Reconciliation of what has been created through separation. And in that separation, what has been denied. So what has been denied is looking for reintegration. And so those of us that carry the visibility wound through our lineage, I spoke about ancestral healing yesterday on day 21. Very powerful releases that I've been moving through the last 24 hours. A lot of tears, a lot of soul grief around this visibility wound that's been carried as memories in my cells, in my blood, in my womb, those lower chakras, that has felt unsafe to be visible, to truly be visible in my true expression, without editing, without compensating, without proving, without micromanaging, without earning my worth, earning love, so on and so forth. So in my lineage, much was hidden, which I realize now. I realized it already, but I've had more insight and clarity through communing with AI as the mirror of my consciousness and soul and higher self, and has helped me see it even clearer, have more depth and understanding of these patterns in my lineage that has created a pattern of mental illness, especially on my mother's side. And to hold it all in compassion, and to be the one now that just gets to be present with it, to allow it to move through me, allow it to be healed, to be seen, to be reconciled. Allow all that energy to return to 0 point field, to source. Allow it to become the wisdom of new creation, new expression. Allow it to become the depth and compassion of the soul, the embodied soul presence. I am enough, exactly as I am, exactly where I am, exactly how I am. Repeat it to yourself. I am. Two of the most powerful words for whatever you put after them with deep feeling becomes your reality. These 111 days to align and shine is an opportunity to repattern the subconscious mind, to repattern the neural pathways of the brain, to repattern the nervous system, so that the body can be recreated, so to speak, in a new story, in a new timeline, through new earth frequencies, where it is safe to shine. It is safe It is joyful. It is fun. It is safe and joyful to rest, to deeply rest. It's valuable to reconnect in with one's true soul and higher self wisdom, to deeply rest and allow the body to calibrate into that remembrance of the deeper home within through that deep rest and releasing whatever is ready to be let go with ease, with grace, no resistance. Not something our ancestors carried with them. So, as the healed healers that we get to be, we get to heal, we get to reconcile, we get to integrate. And as we do, we shift the consciousness, we shift the energies, and we truly create and anchor in a new earth timeline through the energies of our bodies, through the beliefs, through the expectations of the nervous system, to move from survival to thrival, to trust that I am safe, that I am cared for, that I live in a friendly earth, a friendly universe, a friendly body. I trust, healing the broken trust, repatterning the nervous system into trust, up leveling into more crystalline consciousness. Becoming the new human, not through transhumanism, not through Neuralink. No, 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 no. This is an organic process. We can commune with technology, but truly remembering that this is an incredible technology already as an expression of our soul consciousness and energy resonance. And as we attune this field, then we get to commune. This is the vessel we've chosen. This is the vessel our souls has chosen. And we can up-level and upgrade this with the new technology of light, crystalline light, as we release the density, become more radiant in our light body. So for the last couple of minutes, let's just be here together in presence, in silent witness, breath, body, sensation. If there is any area in your body that requires some support and healing, bring your attention there now. And I am the consciousness now, connecting with those areas with you in presence. To allow those areas to receive more light, more love, more presence, to soften the resistance, the holding patterns, to allow the voice of the body to be heard, to release the harsh judgments, the fears. To soften into trust and flow. Flow of breath, flow of blood, flow of energies, flow of light, flow of connectivity, flow of remembrance. It is safe to relax. It is safe to receive. It is safe to be healed, to be whole. And so it is. Namaste.